A long, long time ago, in the ancient times, before even video games existed, we had card games. Games that instead of dropping 360s, you drew cards and you played cards and stuff. Now, you might be asking, what does this have to do with this latest Spire? And to be honest, I have no idea. Just start the video already. Now, Slay Spire is something unique that I haven't covered previously, because unlike the other games I typically play, this one, unfortunately, requires you to use your brain.
That's not enough. Like at all. Damn it. What do we get? A turnip!
The game is a deck builder, which entails that you have a deck of cards, and throughout your run, you pick up more and more cards, all of which have got different effects. The roguelike part of the game is obviously the fact that whenever you die, you restart from ground zero. But let's keep it real. You already know all of this. We have all at some point or another played another roguelike before. Whether that be Isaac, Enter the Gungeon, or anything else from the thousands of roguelikes out there. So then what makes Slay the Spire unique? Well, first of all, it's just an extremely fun game to actually play. Now, just by looking at my abysmal gameplay...
Oh, why? Yeah. This is probably it. Why? What did I do to deserve this? This is horrendous.
You can probably tell that I'm not very experienced with Slay the Spire, or card games in general for that matter, but despite the core gameplay is just insanely fun and satisfying. While you might be scared off by the fact that, like I said, it's technically a strategy game, but it's stupid simple to get a hang of it. I swear, you could give this to anyone and within 20 minutes, they would probably have a great fundamental understanding of its basic mechanics. But let's not get it twisted. It's by no means a simple game here. There is a lot, and I mean a lot of depth here. Understanding why certain cards are better than others, and understanding how to, on the fly, create certain card synergies is by itself a skill to learn and master. So what I'm really trying to say here is that it's very easy to pick up, but really hard to master. Also, it's insanely content-packed, with 4 characters, 3-ish, technically 4 acts, and so many relics and loot drops. It's going to take a long time before it becomes repetitive. But I wanna circle back to the characters, because these are some of the most fleshed out and most unique characters I have ever seen in a game. Every single one of them completely changes how the game is played, since every character has a completely unique card selection. Except for these white cards that you sometimes find, they are shared between everyone. Like a run with the Silent and a run with the Defect feels completely different because you're trying to achieve different goals. With the Defect, you're trying to stack elemental orbs. Meanwhile, with the Silent, you're trying to stack as much poison on enemies. Not to mention the different viable deck archetypes. Like I said with the Silent, you could do a poison build where you simply ignore the defense of your enemies and go straight for the health bar. Or maybe you want to go sicko mode, spamming 0 energy daggers, stacking them to do insane amounts of damage. The synergies that you create is what makes the different runs memorable and so addicting. A run with the Silent I vividly remember is that's a dagger archetype. I got the starting relic where all 0 energies card had +4 damage. And that just snowballed into me having my deck filled with 13 cards of daggers plus, each doing 26 damage. So simply put, the run variety that you can have in this game is simply phenomenal. I've probably put a solid 60 hours into Slay the Spire, and I wouldn't really say that any run I've had felt repetitive. Whenever you feel bored, just switch over to another character and try to master that one instead. Like I said previously, I'm not very good at this game.
Holy shit. GG's. I'm dead. Damn.
I've still not beaten the final boss, although I have confronted it a few times, and I'm far, far away from Ascension 20. But so far, I have really loved my time that I've put in here, and I would probably strongly suggest that if you think the game looks fun or enjoyable, that you would pick it up, and not to mention the fact that the sequel is getting pretty close to release as well. Safe to say it looks pretty incredible so far. In my opinion, the original Spire is already a very good looking game, with its pretty unique art style, strong character design and just a phenomenal world design. But just looking at the trailer, it seems they've just taken the original and made it like 10 times smoother. All the animations look so incredibly crisp. I don't know how to describe it. So yeah, I'm very excited for the sequel. Hopefully the gameplay is just as fun as the original, and there's a pretty strong likelihood that I will make a video on that game as well. Anyway, that was all that I had to say. So have a phenomenal rest of your day, I suppose.